Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time, to say the least, since I have worked on this Voron. Now, worked on it maybe not such a long time, considering that the last video I made, which was on Friday, we actually put this thing to the test. We got it programmed, set up properly. She printed well. This was a pretty good little torture test for this Voron. Obviously, I did an 8-hour test the first time that used up the full volume of the build plate, and I'll have to do some adjustment on that. And then I didn't know how tall I could go on the Z-axis. I'm pretty sure it's 330 millimeters instead of 350 millimeters. And the reason being is that cable chain right here on the side stops me. So I probably could drop that cable chain and just run a single cable and zip tie it there, and it just pulls it along to get more of a height out of this. But realistically, I don't care all that much. I mean, maybe 330 is the max. Usually I don't actually use height on the printer. I use width and depth. Height isn't as big of a deal to me because if it was a big deal, I mean, printing up that direction anyways isn't the smartest. Usually try and angle it in such a way that it fits on your build plate so you have more surface contact. But now that I'm here, I think we are ready to finish off this build. In this video, I'm going to try. That's a lie. I'm not going to even get close. I am trying to get this pretty much buttoned up, said and done, and on its way. So I think the first place I have to start is sadly on the underside of the printer. I kind of undid everything I had done. So I need to redo the stuff I had done. Get these back on there, get the cables put away, get the RGB lights put on. I need to actually add in the USB screen. Which is a screen on the front there that I don't know if you guys can see. I tried to adjust things. We are going to try and get it set up to work. Obviously, I need that screen to work. It should just be a mainsail clone, if I'm being honest with you, and we should just kind of be able to work it like that, but we'll see what happens in the end. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to redo the wiring underneath, tuck everything back and away, or maybe I'll just slap the bottom cover on and pretend I never saw what happened. I'm not going to do that. I kind of want to do that. Maybe get some RGB lights put up and in, and then kind of see where we're going from there. For the RGB lights, I'm thinking of adding them around the back panel here, just to kind of light it up. I don't plan to add a camera to this. I don't really care. I don't want to. I never really check my printers from a distance. Like I do my Bamboo Lab printers every once in a while, but I don't plan to do that with this, so I'm not too concerned. At some point, we'll add a poop chute on and add in the programming for that, but right now that's not a main course. It's just to get this thing finished. So now that I've rambled on enough, I want to say thank you to Patreon supporters, Caden, Hope, and Everett Weiler. If you guys want to go down, sub on Patreon, help the channel out, I appreciate it. And if you don't, a simple like, subscribe, comment down below is all I need. So without further ado, let's get into this and I'll stop talking, kind of. We are on page 232 of, I don't know, what is this, 232 of 262. So yay, right? That's a yay. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to go grab some maybe grab some heat set inserts and some VHB tape. I hope I didn't use it all on other stuff, but hopefully we'll get there. I'm gonna do cables. Let's get there. Let's start there. God, I so don't want to do cables. Cables are my least favorite. Even though, like, I'm an electrician, electrical engineer, whatever you want to call it, like instrument specialist, like I just don't like cables. They're such a pain. I did undo the power cable, so let's pull that off. Okay, get it out of here. You guys can't see this. I could turn it a little bit for your viewing pleasure. It's probably enough. We need to clean this up, so I'm going to do that real quick. I'll put you guys on some sort of time lapse or something. I don't know. I'll just cut to being done because I'm kind of lazy. Okay, so that means the next step, not putting on the bottom plate, we will get to RGB lights. One of these boxes has RGB lighting stuff in it. That's a Revo hot end. This is a Leviathan board. Let's see what's in here. I know I just started throwing stuff in boxes. Oh, okay. What are you? Oh, that's a Pi adapter for a Pi 5 instead of a Pi 4. Are you RGB light? You are RGB light. Good old herb. Oh, come here. Come here. That means I should have one more little adapter, because you should have. So that means I need my. All right. So now we have that done and that done. Let's work on panels. This is going to be. I always hate panels. Paneling is not fun to do, and I got to see if I even have VHB tape for this. So let's look for some VHB tape, see if it's in any of this. Usually I don't put it away. Okay, I do have VUBA tape. I got the VUBA tape. I'm back at day 2. So for you guys, it's been literally a millisecond. For me, it's been a whole day. So I got the back panel on here. I did that off camera just because I was having some issues with it and you couldn't really see me working behind the panel. And in general, this isn't a great view, I'll be honest with you. But now it's time to start prepping the side panels, which are these big things up here. Now, peekaboo. This, I mean, it's not gonna be fun, if I'm being honest with you. Essentially, I just have to peel this off, stick foam tape to it, and then screw it onto the wall or the side of the printer there, which in reality isn't that hard. The problem being is like it's really hard to show this just from a mere fact of like it's not very interesting. So I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of cut to the point where this is done. And it looks like this panel's got a burn mark on it. Oh nope, there's an ant squished underneath. Looks like there's an ant piece there too. So I'm just going to kind of cut to the part where these are done, you know, and we'll kind of just be back in just a minute. I got to do like some sort of transition here, something like, boom, just like that, we're done. Now we just got to put it up and on, make sure that this is the right way, and it is. Now the only thing I got to do is cut those belts flush. Now that I know the machine works, I'm comfortable doing this. What? Cut. Oh, I'll have to re-quad gantry level, but that's okay. I should be okay. Beautiful. All right, and then just like that, you know, something like this. Boom, just like that, she's on. Looks like I don't have enough parts to actually finish these sidewalls, so I'll use my printer to print some replacement parts because I guess I just didn't print them for some reason. So I'm missing my little half caps on these ones and the top. Not a big deal right now. It won't really make a difference, but I will get them in eventually. So now it's time to do the other side. So I'll be back in like now. Side panels are on. Let's do the door. I'm assuming that's what's just next. I don't actually know. That'd be my solid guess though. Look at that. Apply foam. Is this the top? M3x8. Yeah, so that's top. Let's do the top plate, I guess. And then we'll do doors. So let me move this somewhere else. Top panel's on. Now I guess it's time to do the doors, and we'll see about doing the doors. I'm not necessarily too keen on having the doors yet, even though I'm going to print ABS on here. The reason being is I don't know where I'm going to put this thing yet, and I don't necessarily know that I need doors as of right now, just because there's going to be a lot of modding going on here in the near future. You know, I still got to get the fan on the back and all that fun stuff. So we'll see. I think I'm going to start. I'm just got to make sure I have all the right parts because I don't think I do. But we will find out. I might. We'll see. Okay. Well, after messing with this for long enough, I'm going to call it good on the doors. We're just going to finish the build here for now. And I'm going to pick a new spot for it to go on this thing behind me somewhere. So I just want to say thank you everybody for tuning in. This is a pretty boring video, I know, but hopefully you guys like somewhat of an update on this thing. It's basically done. I just have to put these panels on. I have a tool somewhere specifically for pressing in magnets, and I have to go find it. I have no idea where it's at. So I have to do that and find that thing, or I'm gonna have to take time to heat these up. But currently my AC isn't running, and I don't want to put more hot air into my area. It's already too hot, so I want to avoid doing that. I'm gonna call it here. This thing's up and running. It's working beautifully. I have to print some parts, so I'm gonna do that on it. I'm losing my voice. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. So peace. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and get out there and print some shit.